excited that Jeremy invited me to be a part of this. And here with all these other talented people. It's going to be some really cool shit tonight. So.
Your resume.
Yes.
Good luck. My first time here. Good to see you. Good luck.
So tell everybody about what you do.
So I've been doing content now for about 5 years, just to fill everyone in on how I got started. I wasn't doing any content at all. It was around COVID time. I just suddenly started getting a bunch of messages on my Instagram where everyone was asking me for a link, and it continued to go on and on and on for about 6 months. And thinking about it and talking it over with friends and being a creative person, I finally said, if one more person asks me for a link, I'm going to be a content creator. And I've just been doing it ever since.
So you have an OnlyFans.
I do. I will be transparent and say I don't actively post on it anymore, but it's still active. I don't promote it, but it's there for people that want to see it. I worked very, very hard on that content. I posted every day on it for probably like at least a year. So it's still there, but I'm primarily doing my work on Instagram. So.
All right, so tell us about a day in the life. You log into Instagram. You log into Instagram. 1 or 2 messages, maybe? How many messages?
Oh no, I have hundreds every single day. I have hundreds of messages. It's insane. Like, I'm honestly, and Jeremy, you know, obviously from talking to me, I'm a very genuine person, and I really enjoy connecting with people. And I hate that I can't respond to every single person, but you know, I did the best I could for a while, and then I hit 20K on Instagram, and it's like, okay, I can't do this anymore.
What's the most you log in? The little bubble pops up. I'm lucky if I have like two messages.
Well, I have 3 inboxes. So.
What's the most you've ever had messages?
I mean, I don't know the exact number. Like, that's how bad it is. It's every time I log in, I have hundreds just waiting for me. So
when we chatted over coffee, it got a little bit serious because, you know, you're on your Instagram, then you log off, and you're still, you know, the everyday life. We all have our own emptiness and stuff. So, what are people saying to you when they message you?
it's quite the mix. Without getting detailed, I will say a lot of
we can get detailed.
A lot of the messages I receive are extremely vulgar. But a lot of them are people, to be quite honest, and I mean, I think we all experience this as humans, where we feel a level of loneliness, you know. And I'll be transparent and say that I definitely experience that, even doing what I'm doing. It's difficult to find people that really understand what it is to be in my position, where you have so many people demanding your attention all the time. So it's a mix. Some people are just lonely and they want someone to talk to. But then, you know, some of them are... I mean, it's flattering, but yeah, some very vulgar messages sometimes.
Do you ever get offended, or you're just like, whatever?
I wouldn't say that I ever get offended. I just try to take it all as a compliment.
Well, the thing I love about your page is it's so fun, it's so body positive, it's
Thank
just
you.
putting good vibes out there. I think, you know, when I think of AJ, I'm like, she's got big smile, though. It's that damn
okay.
smile,
I mean,
girl.
I'll be transparent. I have natural F breasts, so yeah, I know. They're very noticeable. Thank you. And I'm all about that. I'm all about women empowerment and women embracing themselves the way they are. We're all different body types, you know, and I just believe in women feeling good about themselves no matter what their body looks like. Men too, but...
Well, I was so thrilled, you know, when we met last year, and I really wanted to have you on Sound Salon, because I feel like people are so afraid to talk about sex and sexuality and be open with it. I know.
Not me. You can ask me anything.
So let's open the floor up. Does anybody have a question? Amy.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm really talkative tonight, but what's your favorite comment you ever got?
Oh my goodness, that's such a great question. I can't say it's necessarily a specific comment, but I can give you the nature of the comments I received that were my favorite. I've had people comment on the fact that they felt my content was sexy but classy, which is very important to me because I never want to come off in a trashy manner because I'm just not that kind of person. But also, I think over anything else, the most flattering and heartwarming thing to me is that the people that enjoy what I do, they recognize the fact that I'm always authentic to myself. And they always comment on the fact, I can tell you're being yourself. This is not an act. It's not fake. And that's the biggest thing to me. That makes me feel good.
I mean, I feel like you'd be doing this if the camera wasn't rolling. The internet's a rough place. Do you ever log in and just get terrible messages and?
I will say that I'm extremely fortunate. I would say for the past almost 5 years now that I've been doing this, probably 95% of the comments I get are good. The negative comments I got is ridiculous things like, oh, you have saggy titties. Well, again, they're F's and they're real, so they're not going to be sitting straight. And again, like I'm supporting natural women, natural men as well. So like I'm not ashamed of that. I think it's a great thing.
Oh, I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you too.
All right, any more questions from the audience? Yeah.
AJ, my content name, AJ Lona. So where that came from, I will say I did think on that name for a while because I wanted to make sure that I had a name that meant something. That's another thing I take pride in. Everything I do is more depth to it than people would think. So I put a lot of thought into it. AJ is my first two initials, and I am a very proud Leo for those that are into astrology. And I look like a lion. So so that's where Leona came from. That's lioness in Spanish. So yeah, that's where my content name came from.
We have an astrologist, Summer Crawford.
Yes,
who's
I love
South
that.
Salon in September. A little shout out. Okay, we had another question over here. Steph.
I have two.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a product deal or?
So, I mean, I've been approached about a few deals, and that's something I would still love to do, but I'm also a person that's very big on only taking deals or doing things that I'm passionate about, that I believe in, and I haven't exactly had one of those things come through yet. I've been able to raise money for a few people. One of my friends that I've known for a while needed some assistance. He was having some heart problems, so I was able to raise money for him. And also another friend of mine that was taking care of her mom that had stage 4 cancer, I was able to raise money for her. So that was really rewarding. So obviously I hope to come across more opportunities like that. But yeah, until then, if I don't believe in it, decline.
And you've had kind of a hard year yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, 2025 has been very brutal for me. The biggest thing being I did just lose my dad on May 1st. My dad passed away. It's been very difficult. And then my little sisters, they lost their mom on June 3rd. So they've now lost both of their parents within a month. And I've been having just a lot of car problems, all kinds of crazy things. But I know my dad's here with me tonight in spirit. So.
Oh, and what was your dad's name?
My dad's name was Dwayne. He was hilarious. No shade to my mom when she watches this, but I am funny as hell, and it's because I got it from my dad. Yeah, my dad was an amazing person, and yeah, he was only 54 years old, so I've really been struggling a lot with that. But again,
I hope we're a little bit of a bright spot in your day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And your dad was very supportive of everything. Right?
Oh, my dad was I will say, my dad, he always told me, no one's touching you, you're not doing anything illegal, I just don't want to see your content. I'm like, of course I understand. I mean, he was still an Instagram follower, but I'm sure my dad probably scrolled past my stuff like really fast, so. But he was great. My dad was wonderful, so.
I'm sure he's in the room with us tonight.
Absolutely, I truly believe that. Thank you for that.
Okay, more questions from Derek.
Yeah, how did you adapt the business model from going from like a subscription-based service to Instagram?
Oh, wow, I love that question a lot. So actually Instagram's just kind of evolved, I would say, especially since COVID. To try to give you a little more details about it, they used to not pay at all. And then I want to say it was around 2022. I don't really know how they identify, how they invite people, but they started inviting people to a bonus program. I guess it's based off your engagement, your following, things like that. And they paid based on views for your reels. And then they stopped doing that temporarily, and then they brought the bonuses back and paid you per post with reels and posts. Now they've adjusted it again, where it's like just photos and not reels. So I don't really know exactly how Instagram is identifying that, but that's just really been my focus right now. Because kind of as you mentioned, like I'm very comfortable with sexuality. I don't have a problem with that. Like that's a part of life. But I also don't want people to view me as a sexual object. There's much more to me than just my physical appearance and assets. So.
Oh. You have another question?
So I just don't know a lot about OnlyFans. Do you have to, if someone wants to get, not that I'm getting an OnlyFans account, but do you just someone...
Steph, show me the money, honey.
But do you have to pay to be, like, how do they let people into OnlyFans?
Okay, so there's a lot of different things that are encompassed with OnlyFans. I will say for anyone that says OnlyFans is not a real job, it's absolutely a real job. You have to fill out a W-9, so you're being taxed on your earnings. As soon as you make, I believe it's $600 for the year, the IRS begins taxing you. So you do have to pay taxes on that money. They don't tax you up front, it's taxed at the end of the year. So any people at all, no matter what they're doing on OnlyFans, fitness, celebrities, whatever it may be, they're being taxed on that money. And there are just also just many different things that are good to know about it. You can, if you have a paid sub, you can charge for pay-per-view messages, like exclusive photos, videos, and stuff like that, where they have to pay to open it. Or if you decide to do a free platform on OnlyFans, you can charge for people to even message you at all. So I think the platform is great, and it's good for people to know as well. They do take a 20% cut off of everything. So that includes subs, if you get any tips, if you do pay-per-view messages, anything like that. I think it is a really great platform, but it is absolutely a real job for anyone that tries to say it's not. And I can tell you all, doing content for almost 5 years, I'm my hype man, I'm my cameraman, I'm my like photographer. I do it all by myself, and it's a lot of work. I put a lot of hours into my stuff, and I take a lot of pride in it. So, thank you.
Do you ever end the day and you're like, I'm effing exhausted?
Oh yes, all the time. All the time. It's like I'll admit, sometimes I try to like look at the messages and I'm just like, oh my God, I want to respond to all these people, but I just can't.
Well, I feel like you're on the precipice of just really seeing that void that's out there that needs to be filled in everybody. And is it ever overwhelming?
It absolutely is. Like, it's honestly a very complicated thing and feeling. You know, I'm so grateful and humbled every day. Like, I will say a lot of negative stigmas come with what I do, or people falsely judge me that don't really know me and think I'm self-centered, and anyone that really knows me, I mean, even people in the room here tonight will tell you, like, I'm nothing like that. But it is kind of a lonely feeling. You know, I've been single almost 8 years, so, like, I don't even have, you know, like, an actual partner I'm sharing my life with or anything like that. And it can be a very lonely feeling sometimes to have so many people demanding your attention. Even though they're saying these nice things to you, it's still kind of an empty thing. It's so hard to explain, but I'm just a human like everyone else, you know?
I always say it, like, I could be on stage in front of 1,000 people, but I just want one person to know what my favorite thing at McDonald's is.
Exactly. Like, do you know what my favorite color is? Do you know what my favorite food is? You know?
Big Mac combo with chocolate shake. All right, any other questions from the audience? Oh, well, we are not done. We are gonna meet for coffee once a quarter. To check
Yes,
in
I
with each
mean,
other.
absolutely. We have way too much fun. We need to have lots more boy talk, so.
I know. But in all sincerity, though, thank you so much for coming here to share your soul and talk about what you do.
I truly want to say thank you to you and even everyone here that's just in the building. It's so wonderful for what I'm doing to be viewed as a form of art, because it truly is. You know, a lot of closed-minded people just go, oh, you're half naked. No, it's much deeper than that, so.
We have a question from LaDiamond.
Yeah.
Just a quick question for you.
Sure.
What was like the switch for you to be like, I want to try something different, or I want to like go out of my comfort level? What kind of led up to that? Was it just like, I just want to be in my element and like, let the fear go, or?
Well, again, I'm gonna be blunt, and I hate to bring zodiacs into it, but like, I'm Leo, and I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I mean, I have people I know personally that tell me all the time, like, I wish I had that confidence, like, I wish I didn't care. But even then, like, my confidence has nothing to do with physical attributes. It's all inner. I'm just confident with the woman I am. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm a genuine person. And it's not just me, it's one of the most rewarding things of what I do is I've been able to inspire so many people in general, especially women. You know, I get messages sometimes where women are like, Amanda, I didn't feel like I could wear a swimsuit or lingerie, but I did because of you. You know, and it's things like that that just warm my heart. And that's what I want for everyone. Everybody should feel good about themselves. And I think that's part of what makes humanity so beautiful is none of us are the same. You know, everyone's different. And yeah, just mainly more than anything, I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. You're gonna judge me, so be it. I know who I am at the end of the day. I know who I am in my heart, and so does the Lord, and that's enough for me. So.
All right. Oh, Amy.
Last one, sorry.
It's okay.
So, you know how people talk about upbringing and
Mhm.
making the person that you are, being nurture or nature. Where did you get your confidence from? Was that from your parents?
Wow, I love that question. That's such an amazing question.
Where does that come from?
I have to be honest. You know, my parents are wonderful. You know, I love both of them. I think part of where it comes from is a few things. I am biracial as well. I have a black mom, and my father that passed away is Caucasian. So I think that brought a lot of diversity into me and built me into the woman I am. You know, being different, and because you know I grew up experiencing a lot of different things. I'm not black enough for the black kids. I'm not white enough for the white kids. Just all these different things. So that had been a big impact. But more than anything that I can say, both of my parents that I love so much about both of them is they've always allowed me to be myself and express even if they don't necessarily agree with it, you know. Both of my parents have always been extremely supportive, and they've been very much themselves, like goofballs and, you know, just silly and things like that. And they've both always told me my entire life how proud of me they were. So I think that carried me a long way and helped in making me a confident person and the woman I am. So.
Well, we love the woman you are.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions? Well, thank you so much for coming to Salon.
Thank you. You're the best.
I will meet you for a coffee soon.
Yes.